Welcome to the Pocatello Business Podcast, the only Pocatello podcast focused on providing profits for Pocatello people. If you love our town and love small business, you are in the right place. We interview local legends, learn business, and have way too much fun doing it. You're listening to the Pocatello Business Podcast with your friend, host, all-around great guy, and owner of New Clean Commercial Cleaning, Spencer Ward.
All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Pocatello Business Podcast. I figured I'd continue to talk more about sales, making more money for your company. Let's call this part 2 from Tuesday. So we talked about warm leads, cold leads, and moving in people into a cold list or a warm list, and even into a hot list that people have already bought from you. You know, they're active customers. That's where you can go and continue to make more offers and give them more value and continue to make more money. Today, let's talk more about building our list. So why is it important to build our list? Because people think that all the time. Why is it important to have a list? Why is it important to do all this stuff? But on the months and the weeks that you're like, oh man, business is lacking. Things are getting kind of cold over here. I better turn up the heat and get some warm over here, some walking around money. This is where your list comes in handy. You start, of course, with your hot list. Offer them some service of value. Get some extra revenue coming that way. Move on to your warm list, and you can continue to cultivate these lists. It's not just like a one and done. Like, hey, I need money. Let's shoot out an email or a phone call to these people. No, like this should be something that you should set up on an automated email sequence or even a text sequence. You see those, you get those with products you buy. I use a system called Aweber, or there's a system out there called MailChimp, and you literally it'll help build your list. As you take people's emails and phone numbers and names, this will build your list. It'll continue to add and reserve and conserve your list. And then you can literally write an email every week, and it goes out to these different lists and have at least one call to action. When I say at least, I mean only one. Don't say, hey, this is the offer I'm sending out. If you want to take advantage of this offer, you can call me, you can tweet me, you can email me, you can Facebook me. No, just give them one call to action. Make it super simple for them to do exactly what you want them to do. You're not trying to pull something over them. Just be honest with them and be straightforward with them. So get an email at least weekly going through to these lists. That's the biggest thing. If you can get a list going and you can start building your top 100, if you could think of yourself, what are my top 100 like perfect clients? If I could have a list of 100 perfect clients, what would they look like, and what does that look like to you? So start building that list now in your head, and start getting a hold of those people and adding them to your list and trying to add value to their lives. So that's one way to continue to keep your lists warm, is the email, some text message. Don't be annoying with it. Offer them something of value. Put yourself in their situation. What do they want to hear? What do they want to see? And they don't want these emails that go on for days. Literally make them short and sweet to the point, and have a way to solve their problem. Going forward, we all have inquiries, bids, and sales in our businesses. I don't care what type of business you are. Typically, that's the process. How many of us are tracking those and tracking those by source? Meaning, okay, well, this inquiry came in from Facebook. This one came in from Home Advisor, which I wouldn't recommend. This one is from some trade group that I use. This one's from whatever, some Google ad I did. If you're not, you need to build a list and literally track these inquiries and bids and sales. So by source, number one, because you're not going to waste your money in marketing. If it's not working, stop spending money. Number two, at the end of the month, you can see exactly what's working, what's not working. And then as you're tracking and as you're getting all this information from people that want information from you, take their information and start building more of your list. So that's a great way to continue to build your list. How many of us ask for referrals? I know it's probably the last thing on our minds sometimes when we're in front of our customers. I know it's on my, last thing on mine sometimes, but it's always an opportunity, a good opportunity to ask for a referral. I think sometimes we're a little hesitant, especially if we've had a recent bad experience with a client, and the client's had a bad experience with us maybe, but make that right and resolve that and make them whole, not just make them right, but make them whole. And then ask for those referrals. People appreciate it when you make them right and make them whole again. So ask for referrals. That's a huge one to continue to add more revenue to your company, because just like anything else, if you have, for example, if you have an employee that is great and you love this employee and you're thinking, man, I wish I could just have more people like this employee. Wouldn't you think the people that employee hangs out with, or maybe even some of the family members of that employee, would be similar to this employee? Yeah. And it's not always the case, but that would be a good opportunity. So that's same goes for your customers. If you have customers you really enjoy serving and you really just appreciate their business, not just because they give you money, but it's almost because they're a core value match with your core values. And I'm sure you all have those customers that are like, man, I love seeing this person, or do I have to see him today? We all see the two different sides of things there. But ask for referrals. Another way, get involved with the trade groups that your customers are involved with. If you're a software company trying to sell to banks or credit unions, once you get involved with the trade unions, I don't not trade unions, but trade groups. I don't know things off the top of my head, but something, something that has to do with that brings credit unions and bankers into this trade group. Wouldn't you try to get involved in that trade group? And then you have all of these credit unions and bankers' ears. It's another great opportunity. So this is something great. One thing we like to do, sit here locally, the Chamber of Commerce, the Pocatello Chamber of Commerce, which they'll hopefully be on the podcast here soon. They have this golf tournament every year, and we had a blowout just party at our booth at I think it was hole 7 last year. It brought in some income for us, but more than anything, people just got to see the real us and got to see, hey, this company's, they obviously live by their core values. They love to have fun. They're going to be honest with us. They're of course they're working together, and they're here just to be fun. Those kind of things, we saw a ROI on that type of event. Try to find more events like that, and if it works, great. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. If it doesn't work, it's okay. Or maybe it has potential to work. All right, keep trying it for a little bit. But don't think, I can't grow this company. No one's calling. No one's emailing me. Well, you have to get off your butt and start doing some stuff to get people to do that for you. So I'm hoping these tips, I've learned from my coaches and consultants in the past, and even currently, that this has helped our company tremendously with revenue and adding more income that way. So market to your customers, look at the trade shows that they're involved with, and get involved with that. It's the spring fair, I know, is another one coming up. There's a lot of vendors that, landscapers and people that sell hot tubs and barbecues. That's a perfect venue for them because everyone's getting that spring fever, wanting to get out and do some stuff, especially with this 2020 behind us. They're wanting to get active. So that's a perfect opportunity to get in front of your ideal clients. So I hope that was something more that helped. I'm not a pro, but I'm learning every day, and I'm going to continue to share everything I have with you guys. If you guys want to be on the show, I'd love to have you. go to the PocatelloBusinessPodcast.com, sign up, be a guest. It'll assign you a Zoom code, and we'll have a heck of a time over here. And go ahead and subscribe to the show. Maybe give me a nice review, or just say how goofy I am, because I am. But that's not going to change it. It's not going to change me. You guys have a great day. Have a great week. Go out and destroy this week. Go and build your lists. Add some revenue to your companies. Add some revenue to your team. And we'll see you guys later. See ya.
Congratulations on spending a couple minutes getting just a little bit smarter, having some fun, and supporting the Pocatello business community. If you are feeling the love, make sure to subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever you are.